Obviously, you're playing Green Bay this week. What was your reaction to the Micah Parsons trade? And
Yeah.
you got to see him twice a year.
Yeah, there was some rumors going on there, so I guess I wasn't really surprised when it happened. But yeah, he's a great player and adds to an already competitive division, and certainly is a tough player to face. But we'll see. We'll see. I know he had the back injury, so we'll see if he ends up being out there.
In your 10th year now, just the way this offense has developed with John too, do you feel like there's a little bit more on your plate, and do you welcome that part of it? Do you love that part of it?
I do. I really do. I really try to see how much I can handle every week, and I think it's kind of, I try to ask for more, and it's kind of their job to like govern that, and ultimately they've done a good job over the past handful of years and doing that, and then this year it's kind of ramped up a little bit, which is great, and I've owned it. I'm in my 10th year, and I feel like there's certain things I can help with, and Johnny's been awesome, listening, and as well as giving me feedback when he disagrees with something that I think, and I think that's important.
Do you think you're in a great spot in that regard heading into week 1?
I do, yeah, I sure do. I think every year is different, and you don't know like kind of who your team's going to be, what your offense is going to be really yet until, I don't know, week 3, week 4, you hopefully have a pretty good idea. But to be honest, just no different than last year when we played the Rams week 1. We kind of were still trying to figure out what we wanted to be. And this year will be somewhat of the same. Hopefully we come out of the gates firing all cylinders. But in reality, that's kind of hard to do right away. But yeah, we want to catch up to speed as quickly as we can.
In a camp that lasted seemingly forever, I mean, you were one of the first 2 teams to start this thing. How much have you been anticipating this week, and how were you able to pace yourself throughout these last 5-6 weeks?
Yeah, I've been looking forward to it. Certainly in a division game on the road, I've always said these ones feel like they count for 2 wins. And whenever you're able to go out into somebody else's place and get a W, it's important, and that's what we want to try to do. And these guys are a good team. We're a good team, and it'll be fun.
Thoughts on playing at Lambeau? Coach said he loved to play there.
Yeah, love playing at Lambeau. It's a place I've played there every year now for 5 years, I guess. Going on my 5th year, and yeah, I love playing there. It's such a historic venue, and being able to kind of soak in that history a little bit and be there and enjoy it.
You look at Las Vegas. I think after the Micah Parsons trade, they bumped Green Bay as favorites. You guys second favorites in the NFC. I'm just curious what you think of something
Vegas
like that.
Been wrong before, right? Who knows? We'll see. I think. They're a good team. They added a good player, and we're all 0-0, so we will see.
You guys are bringing most of the same players back, and it seems like continuity is a big deal for you guys. While all these other teams are making big moves and making changes, how important do you think the continuity is?
I do think it's important. I do. I really do. I think it speaks to kind of who we've been the last handful of years, that we have the same players coming back, and that upstairs they've rewarded those players and kept them in house, and it's important. It's important for the locker room, and to have the same guys coming back, to have the same leaders in the room. We just had captains. It's all the same guys, and I think that's important. They've done a good job of keeping our roster together. Yeah.
How's Graham handled the center spot?
Great. It's been great.
Is it almost the same? Like, obviously
There's
skill-wise, but I mean, just the preparation.
There's a lot of similarities, and there's a lot of differences from Frank. Obviously, Frank is such a great player, and it's hard to replace him in any capacity. But Graham is a great player in his own right as well, and has done a hell of a job stepping into that role, and even last year at times when he needed to step in there. And he's been great, man. He really has. He's taken a lot of the responsibility on his shoulders, and I thought today was great by him, and he's been a lot of fun to work with.
From a statistical standpoint, you obviously had a career year. I mean, how much more production do you think can be extracted, from your arm, I guess, going forward?
Yeah, I don't know. Statistically, I don't really concern myself. I don't really care. Just trying to win, and the stats come great. But yeah, I don't know how to answer that without just saying all I care about is winning, really.
Jared, how has your receiving core evolved going into this season?
How has the receiving core evolved? Good question. I think, JMO is obviously the one that everyone is talking about. The big step he's taken forward has been fun to watch. St. Brown's continue to be as consistent as ever, and the all-pro caliber player he's been. I thought Leaf's been great. And then the young guy, Tesla stepping in there and doing a good job and becoming a fixture in our offense. Obviously, losing Tim is tough, and it's not something ever you want to see as a quarterback, especially a guy you like and has been reliable. But I thought Isaac's done a good job stepping in there and being a good player.
Overall, how did you feel about your training camp, and where do you feel like you're at now heading into
Me?
week 1? Yep.
Great. Yeah, I feel great. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad we're playing football now.
We talked about last year, teach you about the importance of the postseason really being like the only thing that matters, or maybe confirm. And how do you sort of keep that in perspective with knowing you have to take care of business in the regular season, but ultimately the only thing that you guys will be judged on is
I'm not trying to be. What are you asking exactly?
Well, I don't know. How much did last year sort of confirm that point? Did you learn anything from that? Where 15 wins ultimately didn't matter.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I think. Yeah, certainly. Like you're working to get into the playoffs. I think that's why these games are so important, and they are equally as important as every other week. Not week 1 versus week 17. They all count the same, and I've always said that. And to your point, yeah, once we get to the playoffs, we'll have that conversation of how important those games are. But right now, you're just trying to win the first one and then start 1-0 and move on from there.
Jared, which role do you enjoy? When you talked about like the odds dropping for you guys to win the division with
Love
that
it.
trade, which do you avoid more? I mean, last year it seemed like everybody was Lions Super Bowl. This year's, they
Yeah.
still see you guys there, but do you enjoy that role a little
I don't know.
bit?
Yeah, it is quite. I mean, it's confusing because I don't even know where do we stand externally. I don't know what people, and I don't really care. But like, are we supposed to be good? Are we supposed to be bad? Are we supposed, all these different storylines, and so we don't. You can't ride that roller coaster, and we don't. And we shall see. Time will tell. And going to try to win this first one and move on from there.
Jared, what made
Last one of those?
Ben so great?
But yeah, sorry. I like being on this side of it more when they doubt us. To answer your question.
What made you and Ben work so great was you kind of saw the game through each other's eyes. Like
Yeah.
communication was at such a high level. We know schematics aren't changing all that much this year. How do you know when that relationship is right or at a similar level with John?
Sure, it takes time. I mean, I feel great with him though right now. It's different because of just 3 years of Ben is 3 years with anybody, and it's my first year with Johnny. But he sees the game very similar to the way I do, and really very similarly to the way that I was taught in LA. With Sean being with John Gruden, him being with John Gruden, like there's a lot of crossover there. So it does take me back a little bit to those days, and some of the philosophies are similar there. So there is a lot of carryover that helps. And then again, I've said it a million times, the fact that we were together at one point and have a relationship prior to him being my coordinator is extremely important and allows us to kind of speak freely to each other.
All the talk early in the week obviously has been about the Packers and them getting Micah Parsons, but there's going to be another pretty good edge rusher on the field on Sunday too. Just how excited are you to be back and maybe just show that there's more than one good pass rusher on the field?
Yeah, it's great to be back. It's great to be back, and it's been a long time coming. But we're here, and I'm just looking forward to this season.
There have been weeks and months of questions about you, your health. You've assured us that the recovery ended a long time ago, but how thrilled are you just to show it now with your play and do less talking about it all?
It's great. It's great. I'm happy. I think when I play this game on Sunday, people will finally. I think it will be in my past from the media perspective and from the fan perspective. People will have moved on, which will be good because I think I've moved on a while ago.
Fans have said though, since you talked about the surgery and what's inside your leg now that you have this super leg, so it's almost seemed as a boost, I think, from a lot of Lions fans. You've talked about being better. Is that part of it?
Yeah, man. I'm on my way to being fully bionic. Hopefully that's the last bionic piece that goes in me. But Paul, let me just anyways, yeah. No, I feel like this thing is not going anywhere, and I have a lot of confidence in that, and I have a ton of confidence in the surgery and my rehab and where I'm at, and it's really, I moved on, and I know that this thing's like you said, it's fully bionic, it's not going anywhere, and we're ready to move on.
One of the things that your head coach was saying about you is just that your bend and some of your techniques are even more advanced in this. What is this, year 3?
Year 4.
Year 4.
Yep.
How much more confidence do you have just as a player and having been in this league and also having been through what you did last year with the injury and rehabbing?
Yeah, it's the development's been great. I feel like I've gotten better this camp, and I hope that is that's the standard and expectation every camp for me is continuing to take steps up, and yeah, I mean that's really the focus every single camp, and now I get to put out on display, what we've been working.
Has your standard for yourself evolved over the years?
One more time.
Has your standard for yourself evolved over the years in terms of what you expect from yourself?
For sure, yeah. I think you come in here, you're the first round pick. It's kind of that rookie expectation of you got more leeway, I feel like, when you're a young guy trying to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. But now that you're getting older, it's people depend on you more, and you're put in those situations where you got to win if your defense is going to have success. So that's kind of the change in the standard for yourself, and that's what people expect of me. That's what I expect of myself, and that's kind of what it's evolved to.
I wanted to ask you more about the increasing the flexibility. I think you can't do everything while you're rehabbing. There's certain leg strength that you can't do, so you've got to find other ways to get better. How did you go about that process of finding things you could do to still get better when there was things you just couldn't do that were necessary to your position?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about flexibility and bend, and I feel like I've always had it, but you find as your game evolves, you figure out ways to utilize it more, and so that's kind of maybe what Dan was alluding to, but that's kind of where it's come from, I think.
Taking ownership of the division, winning the games that you guys did on the road last year, how much fun is it going to play spoiler inside a division foe's building?
It's great. I mean, we play, I feel like every game we play at this season is going to be a big one. So week one always seems to get a little bit more hype than all the other games. And I think from a defense and from a team, we're just trying to, treat this like it's any other game. But obviously with it being Green Bay on the road, it's got a little bit more excitement to it. However, I think it's this season's going to be a marathon, so we're going to stay in it the whole way.
Do you like the divisional back-to-back games to start the season? Do you like getting thrown into the fire? Do you prefer a non-divisional? How do you look at the schedule?
Yeah, I mean, do I like it? I don't know. I don't really have any control on who we play, but I know that I actually didn't know we played Chicago week 2, so it's good to know that. I've been taking it one game at a time. But yeah, I mean, it's all going to be lots of fun football.
Aidan, do you have any trepidation at all? Like, do you need a sack? Do you need to take a blind side? Like, do you need something to happen just to know that I'm fully back at all?
I'm probably good off a blind side hit, but maybe my leg's gotten hit a few times, so I feel like I'm there.
And you were, a lot of people thought you were having a defensive player type of the year, season when you got hurt last year. What if anything, are your goals for this year?
Goals for this year. I want to win as a team, and I want to develop as a player and show my progression.
We know there's a business side of the game. Did you get really excited when the defensive end market blew up, and did you peek at what Mike is getting paid per year?
Yeah, it's always exciting. It's been a big year for DNs. It's been a big year for the market. It's gone up so exponentially. So it's always exciting to see that market go up.
How do you think that impacts your market deal?
Yeah, I'm focused on the Green Bay Packers right now. I don't not really dealing with the contract stuff, and we're focused on sacking Jordan Love.
Does this feel like a different week one for you? You've been through 3 of them already. Obviously, the first one's probably special, but just given what happened, the expectations with you and this team, does this feel different at all?
No, I feel like every week one we have is pretty. We've had the Rams, Philly, KC. Yeah, it's been pretty big ones. Yeah.
Thanks, guys. And just to be clear, you got a rod. How many screws do you have?
I don't know. I mean, it's bionic. I know that. I mean, it's not going anywhere, and we're good, and we're gonna move past it on Sunday.
So, guy number 55, Derek Barnes. How you feel about that guy as a player and as a person?
A person, he's solid. Player, I'm excited to see him come Sunday. He's been out a while. I'm excited to see what he does. You got anything else?
No further questions, boss.
That's been another one of your teammates, Grant Stewart, getting voted a captain. I mean, he's only been here a short while, but what have you seen from him that earns him that vote of confidence?
I mean, I think he's obviously one of our best special teams players. I think that puts him in that role automatically, and his personality, his leadership style, his presence, I think is the biggest thing that I got. Guys voted for him.
Going to Green Bay, that was a place where Lions teams forever could not win. That's obviously not been the story with you guys. Just the kind of confidence that you guys walk into each building with, having gone undefeated in the North last season. How much have you appreciated how much you guys have changed the culture in this building, in this organization?
I mean, yeah, there's I guess a changing of guards in that regard, but it's a new season, new players, new team. We have different guys, they have different guys, so you can't really say like, oh, the past few years we've been able to do this or do that. We got to prove it each and every week, and it's cliche, but it's true.
Coach said he actually enjoys playing. He loves it there. Do you love it playing there?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I think he's really saying that because it's historic, and you dream about when you're a little kid playing at Lambeau Field. So I think that's really the main point there.
What does a healthy Aidan Hutchinson mean to this defense?
We'll see. We'll see. Everyone's been talking about it, so we'll see in a few days.
Ben, you've played for now, and you guys know when you're healthy, when he's healthy. I mean, this defense seems to be tracking towards. Let me rephrase this. It feels like everybody has always kind of spoken about the offense and all the talent on offense, and it feels now like defense has caught up.
We have to hold our own, and we've had really top 5 offense here for the past couple years, and I think that it's time for our defense to take that step and kind of match their level, if you want to call it like that. But we're excited to go out there and play, and we have to earn it. We have to earn it too.
You've been playing this game for a while. To look back at pictures year after year and see that C on your jersey, when it's all said and done, how much pride will you take in looking back at all that?
Yeah, a lot. I think that that's one of the biggest honors you get from your teammates. It's cool. It's a lot of responsibility, but at the same time, looking back, it's gonna be cool one day just to see what I accomplished in that regard. And
What's your early thoughts on how Calvin's been running the show so far? Defense coordinator.
Good. I mean, he's been doing good. He's confident. He's very smart situationally, and I'm excited to see it call him a real non-preseason game and be the player playing those calls.
How much does their defense change if Micah Parsons was to play? How much does it change facing those guys?
He's a great player, so I mean that's always something that we're going to have to look at. But with him there and Kenny Clark on, there's a lot more emphasis on the tackles and what we can do for them to help them out. I mean, I'm sure that there's a lot more stuff going on in the game plan that we haven't even talked about that will account for that. But you always got to keep an eye out. He's a good player.
You said during the summer that you enjoy playing center. Do you feel like re-energized by maybe this summer and getting back to center and the mental side of the game and all those things?
Sure, you can say that.
Yeah. You feel like you're enjoying work?
I do. Work is always fun, man. There's never a time when it's not fun, but you can say that. I'll take it. You can say it.
A lot has been talked about, Jared having even more ownership of the offense this year. I mean, where have you seen that, I guess, during practice? And, how has it really manifested itself, I mean, from your standpoint?
That's a good question. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's fallen on him this year just in regards from, having a new offensive coordinator and him having to learn everything. That applies a lot more, I feel like, to wide receivers and quarterback stuff. So in that regard, I feel like he's probably taken a big step forward, and it's cool to see.
Graham, that may seem like the most basic question, but I'm sure friends or family have asked you, how much different is your job this season than it was last season? In the most basic way, if you could start there, how much different is your job entering the season than it was a year ago?
Well, we talked about it a little earlier, but it's a lot more like mental stuff, and I've always liked that part of football, so that's been fun. But I mean, football is still football, in my opinion. I feel like it's not too different, but it's been fun. What were you asking?
I was just going to ask you about your relationship with Jared. Is it any different because you are now the man under center?
He's a lot more demanding than I remember when I was at guard. But he's got a lot of I don't know. I get a little sweaty. He always is telling me to change my pants and stuff, but he can be a little diva. But other than that, I think that he's basically the same person that I remember last year or the year before. So he's a good dude and he's great to work with.
But do you guys need to have?
That depends how sweaty I am.
Do you guys
we'll be ready.
have a relationship, I guess? Do you guys kick things around more of like a battery does, in baseball type of thing, where you guys really have to know what the other one is thinking, saying, doing all the time?
He'll ask me more questions about how I see something that, just in regards to how I call things, and he usually sees things the same way that I do, I feel like, so we don't ever really butt heads on anything, but it's overall, I feel like, I guess that's a fair point. You off. No, it's fair.
What are you most looking forward to this season? I mean, obviously, the expectations continue to grow for this team, but you guys kind of go into this season with now everybody's looking at Green Bay. There's a lot of different favorites out there to win the Super Bowl. As you guys get ready for this first game, how do you see the Detroit Lions going into the season?
I mean, I feel like it's just been the same as it's been the past couple of years. We're a good football team. We want to win games. And, I mean, everybody knows what the ultimate goal is. But in a week-to-week basis, all you can really do is try to win that game. So the goal is to win, go to Lambeau and win.
Hey, Graham, what's it feel like entering year 10 in the NFL? Like, does it feel like you've been doing this for 10 years now?
Yes, it does. It's been fun. In some regards, it's flown by. In other regards, it really hasn't. You know, the days are short, the years are long. Or no, the days are long, the years are short. That's what it is.
It's like child, like rearing a child, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Well, that's what they say.
No, yeah, it is. It's like that too. No, I mean, I got kids.
Yeah.
The days are long. But yeah.
What do you think of this new locker room?
It's nice. I mean, it's cool. I always liked the old lockers, but, you know, it's nice to have – they have a nice little fan in here for your shoes and stuff. So when we were sweating in camp, it was nice for them to be able to get dry. So that's probably my favorite part.
Graham, playing next to Christian through training camp, what have you learned about him that maybe you didn't know about him before, like as a player?
I feel like I already knew pretty much about him already. You know, he plays hard. He might ask a couple too many questions, but I mean, if we all get on the same page, he knows where to go, and I mean, he goes there. He plays. I mean, as I said, he just plays hard. Man, that was a really bad answer, but sorry.
With Jared, when the understanding is at such an advanced level with the offense and the personnel is similar, the continuity is there. I mean, what can that do for an offense? I mean, just having that, you know, grasp and also having the understanding that the players around you are trustworthy and that, you know, game in and game out they're going to deliver. I mean, what does that do, I guess, from what you're capable of doing or what you can possibly do?
I think it's huge. I mean, I feel like if you can, I mean, relying on Jared, you can always rely on Jared. It seems like he always knows what to do, and he's always got a really good grasp of the game plan. But even with all the guys around here, I feel like everybody puts a lot of that effort in, and you know, nobody wants to let anybody else down. So it's big.